Hey guys, it's ItsSMOGONdevo here, back at it with some more practice videos. These are probably going to be some of the last practice matches I upload as I approach closer and closer to my tournament date. So I am really liking Lapras, and I want to say that it's going to be the last mon I pick, but I can't say for sure yet. Still need to do some testing. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of Lapras here, giving it some love. Let's go ahead and jump into these battles, not waste too much more time. Let's go check it out. Finally into some battles with the Lapras feature. Here we go, as promised. I'm absolutely loving Lapras on my team right now. I think I might go back to it and actually use it as the 6th slot. Still undecided, that's what these practice matches are for. But anyways, jumping into the battle. Lead Lapras with the golden 2 in the back, Execute Azu into the mirror match. Normally what I'd like to do here is piggyback, but my friend here knows how to piggyback as well. So I just go for some chip. He switches in Quag, which is a bit interesting, so I'll go for this Ice Beam, hoping to draw a shield or do a chunk to Quag. He does shield it, so then I'll switch in, or try to switch in my Executor. Not going to shield here, goes for an Acid Spray. So then I can bring an Executor, farm up some energy here. I don't have to burn a shield here either. And he's trapped, so I can farm up some extra energy until I absolutely need to knock him out. I have enough energy for 2 Seed Bombs at this point, I think, so I go for the first one, knock out that Quag. Just short of the second, actually. But now that he switches in his Lapras, I can get to it. Force him to use that shield. He's going to try to farm up my Executor, but he has no shields anymore. Bring back in my Lapras. I'm going to burn this shield now, finally. And then just farm him up a little bit. Got a bit greedy there, I should have just went for the serve. But my Lapras hangs in there even with the debuff, and then I can get off my own serve. Now I'll switch in Azu and just chip down his Lapras as much as I can. He brings in Ninetales, so this is a pretty good matchup for me. Just trying to do as much damage as I can. Don't want to let him get to his Solar Beam. Have to burn this shield just in case of the Solar Beam threat. Good bait on his part, but I'll chip it down and knock it out. Now it's just this Lapras versus my Azu. No need to shield this, Azu will definitely soak these hits up. And then this Ice Beam, I probably should have went for the play rough, but this Ice Beam will be enough to knock out the Lapras. Take that first match. Jumping into the next one, I'm going to go ahead and lead Lapras with the same 2 in the back, Azu and Executor. I really do like this lead, this team comp. I'm liking Lapras a lot as an opener. It opens well versus most things in the meta. Obviously not versus his Tentacruel, but I'm trying to mess around with it as a lead and mid, and lately a safe switch. But here it is as a lead. So we lead into Tentacruel. He gets that Hydro Pump off, not a lot I can do here. Just want to chip it down as much as I can, so that Executor may be able to knock it out in the end. Get 2 Surfs off. Do some more damage here. He's going to be forced to use a charge move or take another Surf. He gets a bit greedy and tries to farm up some energy. He will have to burn a shield there. Now he has a ton of energy, unfortunately for me. Oh, by the way, I finally powered up my shiny Azu, so you'll get to see that featured in a few battles and going forward for the monthly cups. Really excited about that. I have to switch out into my Azu versus this Zard. Shiny Azu hype. It actually does more damage because it's shiny, so always gotta run it. Get his final shield on Zard. I guess he switched out a little bit late there. Now I want to get this Ice Beam off versus Venusaur. Do a massive chunk there. I am going to shield because I know I can get to another Ice Beam before he gets to a Frenzy Plant, or at least I'm thinking I can. And I was wrong. So he'll get that Frenzy Plant and knock out my Azu, but I'm very close to his Seed Bomb. So now I can go straight away for his Seed Bomb into his Zard, and it should be enough to KO at this range. Yeah, so we'll take out that Zard. Shiny Azu and Shiny Lap, all I need is a Shiny Venusaur now. So go ahead with the Dream Team, Quag, Exec, and Ninetales. Absolutely love this 3. Puts in a lot of work. It can be torn down by some things like Mantines are kind of annoying, but does pretty well versus a large portion of the meta. I lead into Lantern, which is great for me. Gonna go for an Acid Spray. Very telegraphed first play, but it's alright. Now I'm gonna try to chip him down a lot with the Stone Edge coming in. Can get to it before he gets to a Hydro Pump. He doesn't shield it, so I knock out his Lantern. All that energy farming gone to waste. I'm going to Acid Spray his Venusaur to make it easier for my Ninetales or Executor. Get the Acid Spray. I'll bring in Ninetales because it can take a hit better. I still don't really want to take a Sludge Bomb, so I will shield this move. And then just farm him down with Fire Spins, but he'll switch out. Really good switch on his part. I'm going to keep Ninetales in and try to win this matchup. I know I have Executor in the back, so I'm not completely helpless versus Venusaur. It is Acid Sprayed as well, so Confusion damage should just pick up the win. I don't fall for the bait here. And I can get off my Psyshock. I really do have to knock out this Charizard, however. So I'm really trying. Gonna shield here. I need this Psyshock to connect so that his Zard is very weak. I'll switch out to Executor really quick and knock it out with the final Confusion. And then I'll be able to knock down Venusaur as well. Alright, jumping into this next battle, some more Lapras love. Go ahead and lead with a Venusaur and Lapras Executor in the back. Here's where I'm kind of testing out Lapras as a mid. I find it's pretty good as a safe switch lead and mid. I don't really love it as a closer. It has tremendous bulk, but a lot of its matchups, it doesn't really have a one-sided win. It's more so close victories, so as a closer, it's not the greatest thing. Always. Launch that Frenzy Plant. Not going to shield this move coming in. Was an Acid Spray, which is good for me. Then I can chip him down with some fast moves. Now I'm hoping to burn a shield, so I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb, not really knowing what's coming in. It's a Lantern. He will shield it, so that's good for me. And then I'm actually able to get to a Frenzy Plant again. He'll shield that one too, so now I've burnt both shields. I have Quagsire in the back as well, which is great. 2 shields. It's going to switch out. So I'm going to go for an Acid Spray. Farm up a bit more energy. Of course, I'll shield this. I have 2, so shield that Ice Beam coming in. Get off the Stone Edge, try to chip down Azu as much as possible. Then I'll switch out to Lapras and try to farm up some energy. The Azu is debuffed, so I'm able to use these Ice Shards that are now not doing resisted damage. Chip down the Azu a little bit, take its hits as well. Should be able to take at least 2 play roughs with Lapras's bulk. Again, it's a really good switch, especially if you can get those debuffs. So launch that Ice Beam. I think it's preferred to just use as many Surfs as you can. But I can get an Ice Beam and a Surf because of that farming I did. Chip down this Lantern a lot. Honestly, I could have shielded Lapras right here and then gone for another Surf and probably won. But I made the smarter play and kept a shield for Quag. Shield that Thunderbolt and go for the Stone Edge to pick up the win versus Lantern. Lapras's bulk really carried me through that match. Maybe a bit unnecessary to have made that play, but it worked out in the end. So going into this match, we lead with Quag and have Lapras and Executor in the back. Alright, so we lead Quag into Raichu. Really good matchup for me. He switches out pretty quick into Venusaur. So I go for an Acid Spray. And that's going to make it easier for Lapras and Executor to fight this Venusaur. So I'll go ahead and switch into Executor. Shield this move just in case it's a Sludge Bomb. Then I can farm it down. Raichu in the back, which means either Executor or Quag is going to be nice to have. Go Zard, but I can build to my Psychic and force a shield in return. Able to chip him down a lot with confusion damage. I'm going to bring back in Quag, and I do have to shield here. Can't block this Dragon Claw coming in. But it's okay. Get this Acid Spray off. I make a weird play here. Honestly, I should have just Stone Edged. But I go for that Acid Spray because it's a little bit less energy. And then I go for a second Acid Spray on Raichu. I really just wanted to burn that shield and then attempt to have Lapras come in. Just short of that Stone Edge. So my plan here was to let Lapras come in and chip him down with fast moves after the debuff. Should have used Acid Spray twice, but I thought I could have made that Stone Edge. But his Raichu did farm up a ton of energy and was able to knock me out, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not loving Lapras as a closer. It can work, but I prefer it as like a lead to mid. But in the next game, we're going to go ahead and lead Venusaur with Lapras and Ninetales in the back. Lapras puts in work for sure. It's got crazy amount of bulk and it hits the key targets that I want it to. It can take on Fortress and Mantine. You know, unlike Lantern, which also does very well in those matchups, Lapras won't do as well, especially versus Mantine. But unlike Lantern, it isn't totally afraid of Venusaur because of Ice Shard damage. You can actually farm Venusaur in a 2-shield scenario. And it can fight back a lot better versus Quagsire. So they both do the two main things I want. Now the Fortress Mantine coverage, but Lap seems to offer a little bit more to the table. They're both weak to electric, so that's not a consideration either. But he brings out his Ninetales on switch. Then go for a Sludge Bomb and try to force a shield or do a major damage. Then I'll switch to my, I'll try to switch to my own Ninetales, but I can't. Have to shield that Psyshock, but now he has no energy, so I can come in with Lapras actually. Go for this Surf. I know I can get to it before he gets to his Psyshock. Force that last shield there. This is a Psyshock coming in, so I'm not completely afraid of it. I'm going to tank it with Lapras. Lapras' crazy bulk coming in clutch. I don't want him to get another Psyshock, so I go for a Surf and knock out the Ninetales. With a little bit of energy left over. Brings in Lantern, very bad matchup for me, so I'll just try to chip it down as much as possible. Should be able to get to a second Surf, or just about close to it. Yeah, I can get to that second Surf. Chip down Lantern even more. Switches out into Quag. Get a slight bit of energy there. Then Venusaur will come in and chip him down with fast moves. Force a shield here. Lantern in the back, so I definitely want to keep my Venusaur alive. Luckily for me, he goes for an Acid Spray, so I'll just keep chipping him down. Then I'll switch out that energy saved. He goes for another Acid Spray, thankfully. And then I can chip him down with some Fire Spin damage. Going to shield this, just in case it's a Stone Edge, which it was. And then I'm very close to a Solar Beam. go for a Psyshock. I honestly could have pushed for the Solar Beam, but I wasn't sure how much energy he had. Luckily for me, I didn't try because I was able to get a Thunderbolt and knock out my Ninetales, but then this energy I have stored on the Venusaur will allow me to get a Frenzy Plant to pick up the win. And that's going to be the end of these battles. Yeah, so there you go. That's some initial coverage of Lapras. Really cool mon, incredibly bulky, lets it extend really far into your matches. It surprises me a lot by surviving and getting off like a final Surf or Ice Beam. It might be the final bit of glue that I need to hold my team together. Like I said, it does really well against Fortress and Mantine, which is like the main consideration for my last slot right now. But it also doesn't do horribly versus Quagsire and Venusaur. It's kind of like Tentacruel in that sense, but I feel like it just does a little bit better than Tentacruel. So this is probably going to be one of the last practice videos I bump out for Rainbow Cup because my tournament again is coming up very soon. So I'm hoping to record that footage, get that out to you guys, and then once I get the Rainbow Cup tournament video done, I can finally focus on Jungle Cup. Working on a few things right now behind the scenes for it. Don't have a whole lot to be honest with you guys, but I'm hoping to get out some content soon if I haven't already. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Look out for one more practice battle before the tournament video gets uploaded. So if you guys could please leave me a like and a comment on the video and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate that. Trying to grind out to that 200 subscriber goal again. But anyways, take care for now guys. See you in the next one.